Today, I'm going to pick a random grave and research their life. So let's go. We were looking for a grave for someone born in the 1800s. That way, more records would be available so we could get more details on their life. I've chosen the grave of Maud Balls, who passed away in 1941, aged 62. It says she was killed by enemy action, so it'd be interesting to see what we can find out. She was born Alice Maud Mary Peake in 1880 in Kings Lynn, Norfolk, to Thomas Peake and Jane Jeggs. Her father was a locomotive engine driver, and the family lived in Gaywood on the edge of Kings Lynn. At the age of 16, Maud went into service and worked in London, and it was here she married Jesse Sanderson Newton, and the family lived in Tower Lane, London. Tragedy struck the family in 1927, as first her husband died, then her father died just 2 months later. Maud would have been heartbroken, and she went back to Kings Lynn and lived with her mother. In 1939, she married George William Balls at St Nicholas Chapel, Kings Lynn. George had lost his first wife Bertha in 1937 to cancer, and a year later he'd lost a son Albert after he drowned in the River Ouse. Not long after they were married, Great Britain went to war with Germany. Kings Lynn was attacked 14 times, with 70 bombs being dropped. On the 10th of November 1941, a German bomb bounced on the railway line and hit the Victoria Hotel, which once stood behind me. The hotel was a complete ruin, and the landlord's 15-year-old daughter died in the raid. Where I'm standing now was Two Loke Road, where George and Maud lived, which was right next to the Victoria Hotel. The bomb blew George's son George across the road, and sadly, George and Maud both lost their lives. Their funerals were held at St Nicholas, and the chapel was packed to the rafters. Her husband George was buried here with his first wife, about 200 yards from Maud's grave. It's sad to think she was buried on her own. Our last stop was to tidy up her grave and pay our respects. So rest in peace, Maud. You will be remembered.